Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I want to talk about procrastination. This is something that is common amongst probably most people, I'd imagine. Definitely amongst us students, subhanAllah, it just seems to be something that you always fall victim of. And this year, one of my teachers, he gave me a very good example that I felt like it gave me a really clear picture about what procrastination is and how it can creep up on you. And basically the example he used is that he said something along the lines of, imagine you have 100 sandwiches that you have to eat. Okay, there's 100 sandwiches that you have to eat and you only have 3 months to eat them. Now if you eat a couple sandwiches every day, then it'll be very easy for you to eat all the sandwiches. Won't be difficult, inshallah. However, if you wait until the last couple weeks to eat all the sandwiches, you're gonna hurt yourself. It's gonna be impossible, really, to eat them. You're gonna throw up, you're gonna get sick, And I thought that was just a very useful example because it's true, subhanAllah. Like I find so often just throughout my life as a student that I'll procrastinate. And during the year, it's not that I'm consciously putting things off, but I'll think I'm doing enough. I'll think, okay, I'll just do a little bit here, a little bit there. And then usually what ends up happening is there's some sort of crisis that goes on in my life. I might get sick. There might be something that happens that requires a lot of my attention that takes me away from studying. And then what ends up happening before I know it, it's time for finals, for example. And now I have like a whole semester's worth of material that I have to study for. And when that happens, my stress level is through the roof. It's really inexplainable how much stress can really just build on you and just really tear at your emotions and your health. But what I'll find is that during that time, I will accomplish so much. It's really incredible how an entire semester's worth of material, when I really buckle down and I'm in panic mode and I'm focusing, I can cover so much in a week. And then I always say to myself, well, why don't I, if I work a fraction of this hard throughout the year, and it'll be like like my teacher said, it's like eating a few sandwiches a day rather than waiting until the last couple of weeks to try to eat 100 sandwiches, So I just wanted to share that example with all of you because, subhanAllah, it's something that I've been falling victim to my entire life as a student. And subhanAllah, this year, the king, he actually passed an order that we should finish our classes before Ramadan. Basically, we need to wrap up the semester before Ramadan. And the schedule that we had been going according to all year was that our final exams would begin during Ramadan, and we'd have about 3 weeks of finals is usually how it's set up. So basically we lost, before I even mention that, we also usually get 1 week off to study for your exams. So basically, I believe the schedule was that the week leading up to Ramadan, we would have that week off to study for exams, and then we'd have 3 weeks of exams. So that's basically 4 weeks that we're losing because we're not going to have a week off to study for the exams, and then we're going to have to finish our exams by Ramadan. So if my math is correct, we basically got the rug pulled out from under us, and we lost about 3 or 4 weeks of class. And this was something that happened all of a sudden. So all of a sudden, it's like an avalanche is falling on us students. We're having all of our tests at once. We're having to turn in our research papers all at once. And it just all of our classes all at once, and it's just so overwhelming. And of course, I'm just reminded of that example. If I had been eating a couple sandwiches every day, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But I was actually, not only was I not eating enough sandwiches every day, but I was I was even thinking I had more time to eat them than I actually end up having, in the end. So that's this week's journal entry. May Allah make it easy for us. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.